Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be discussing time management. I know many of you probably lacked that this year, but that's okay. It's always great to learn new things as the years keep coming. I'm not one of those type of people who are a Debbie Downer when people want to create new goals for themselves for the new year. So as the new year approaches, I want to do videos that focuses on getting us mentally and physically prepared for 2019. Maybe you lacked in your goals this year, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe you didn't prioritize enough to accomplish those goals, and it's perfectly okay. So that's why I wanted to do this video. If you know me personally, or if you have met any of my friends, they will tell you I am the person that is always on time. And there's no BSing when it comes to that. I just really value being on time, holding myself accountable. I'm not sure if I told you guys the story about my grandmother. I may have said it here and there, but my grandmother didn't play when it came to you being late. She didn't care what your excuses was. You had to be there, and she taught me at a very young age to hold myself accountable and responsible. It has affected me as I became an adult because it has created a lot of anxiety issues, and I think I did talk about that in my anxiety video. So if you missed how I work on my anxiety, go check that out. I'll probably link it down below or up it right here so you can go watch it, because anxiety is real, especially when you're trying to prioritize a lot. It's okay, but as long as you keep working on it. So let's jump right into this video. So the first thing that I highly suggest anyone working on time management is to have a planner. A planner is also great when you're trying to budget your finances as well. But a planner is definitely effective if you're trying to manage time management. Why? Because you need to know what's happening in your month. You need to know what's happening in your week or day by day, however you decide to plan. So for me, I plan in a month span, but I take it a week by week because it can be very overwhelming and things change. But the first key that you really want to do is when your friends are inviting you out, or if you have obligations that you already have to take care of, it's important to write it down because you do forget. And me being a busy mom, I forget a lot. That holds me accountable. Or even if you use your phone to write notes, that will also help you too. You know, you just want to plan ahead. It can save you a lot of miscommunication. It can save you a lot of being overwhelmed when you have so much going. So I talked about one, making the schedule, aka get your planner so you can write out everything that you have going in your month span. Or even when people invite you to things, you can automatically put it in your planner. Also, if maybe you don't want to do like the calendar form, there are appointment books that you can get. Those help too because you can write it out by the time frame. So my second tip is to prioritize what's the most important. You can't get everything done in a day, and you have to just do what's best. I'm also doing this new thing in my time management and prioritizing where I'm making checklists daily. So I'm writing out key things that I want to get done before noon, and I'm making sure that I don't get on social media, because social media can take up a lot of your time if you are not using it effectively. So I get on it. So when I recently just started doing this because I find myself, I don't want to no longer waste idle time in 2019. Yes, I'm accomplishing a lot of things, but I have realized in my year that I'm wasting valuable time. And I'm pushing 30, and I have some goals that I want to accomplish before I get to 30. So I'm getting more focused and prioritizing what matters most. And if that means not going out, or if that means saving money, that's what I have to prioritize. So I'm writing a checklist, and I'm not getting on social media. I'm also logging out my accounts at the end of the night, putting my phone on do not disturb. So that way when I wake up, I'm not worried about my phone. I'm trying to get in the habit of finding the balance in work, home life, and business life. It's hard when you have a lot going on and you are not a full-time entrepreneur and you are trying to get there one day and you're just trying to build. So I highly suggest that you prioritize what matters most, and you have to learn to say no in that prioritizing and do it. So this leads into the number 3 tip. Set some boundaries. Set boundaries on what matters the most for you. You won't be able to attend everything. work may be very overwhelming for you. So you have to learn to figure out what's important. Like I said, learn the word no. Sometimes you can't make it. You don't have a second person of you. Even if you have a husband or a partner who is helping you, you have to learn to set boundaries in your life, because you're trying to get things done and it requires a lot of time. You know, you may need 2 to 3 hours of your time to get things done. So you have to set those boundaries. So number 4, I would say, is it kind of lands into the checklist that I was talking about. So eliminating distractions. So you want to eliminate any distractions that are currently in your way. So you know that social media is becoming a definite distraction. You have to learn to log out your accounts. You have to learn to set time. Do the checklist. Maybe you have brands on social media. It is good to still, because like for me, I still like to upload content every day, but that doesn't mean that I'm just on social media. I'm on social media for a purpose, then I'm getting off of social media. So it will take time, but you have to learn to plan ahead. You have to learn to do things the night before for your prep, whether it's meal prep, whether it's getting your clothes out, things that will eliminate any idle time where it's taken away from you getting from point A to point B. I would say also give yourself, number 5, give yourself like an hour into your time. So when you're planning your day out, that's why it's really great to have a planner. When you're planning your day out, it's so important to give yourself wiggle room, because if you don't, that will cause anxiety. That will cause you to flip out. I know for me, that makes me flip out, because I'm like, oh my goodness, I only got like 5 minutes to get here, blah blah blah. So make sure you're putting in extra time when you have to do things, because it will make you feel less stressed. And that's kind of pretty much it with me when it comes to my time management. I set goals, and like I said before, I prioritize what's important. I know I need to record content, so I have to set time for that. I know I still want to get workouts in. I have to set time for that. And like I told you guys before, and even if you're off, still do things on your day off. You know, the most important part about it is you have to be consistent. These habits won't happen overnight. You have to keep doing it and being consistent in your journey, and you will get there. For me, I think because I learned at such a young age that it was just thrown into me, instilled into me, and become an adult, I can handle things, I can prioritize, I can multitask things at a great level, because I was learned it at a young age. And I think children really need to learn it, but not make it so that way they're feeling overwhelmed and catching anxiety when it comes to it. But being independent and being held responsible and held to a higher level definitely helped me, even though I thought my grandmother was just being mean. But then when I became an adult, and it just made me realize so much. So I hope this video helps you, gives you some insight on how to better your time effectively, and just have better time management for 2019. Maybe you didn't get a lot of things off your checklist done this year, and that's okay. You have to just better your time, be better in your time management. So I will have more videos as it comes, and if you want to, I know I want to do a reaction video off of my goal video that I created at the beginning of January, just to see if I accomplished anything. And just getting ready for the new year. Maybe creating another vision board together. We can do that. I do want to host one, but I don't know. I'm the type of person. Also, a great thing is giving you and others enough time when it comes to a planner. Recently, I found out through my cousin that we all have roles when it comes to friendships. And I learned that I'm the planner type of friend. I love to plan things, even though I get tired of always doing it, because I just feel like I just do so much planning that it's like, okay, you have to learn to just take a chill pill. And you want people in your life who reciprocate that energy. So that's kind of what I'm balancing as well. So guys, I don't want to keep ranting. More videos to come, more consistency in 2019, and we hit 1K subscribers on YouTube, which is a super duper goal of mine. So that's already one that I can say that I accomplished. Really pumped that I finally hit it, because 2018 was a really tough year for me. So more consistency in 2019 and just being a better person. So guys, I will see you in the next video.